Welcome back, fatties, to the Phat Chat, where the pH is as toxic as your mom's tuna salad. I'm your host tonight, Joshua, joined by Neff, Cisco, and Chong. Here on the Phat Chat, your interests are our interests, usually. As we mentioned in the last episode, we need your help. If the Phat Chat can reach 1,500 followers on Instagram and 1,000 plays on any platform, we will be holding another raffle with a grand prize of 2 topic rights and a PS4. So, how can you help? Well, post us on your stories and your feed, shout us out, and we'll do the same. If you guys haven't noticed, the Phat Chat has received a logo upgrade. So huge shout out to the folks over at Big Fish Graphic Design in Guam, USA. Jen and Greg, we can't thank you enough for our logos and can't wait to use them more, especially on merch. So if you guys want to see some merch, DM us and let us know what kind of merch you'd like to see. On tonight's episode, we'll be trying out some ASMR. No idea how this is going to turn out. A special topic, what do men and women want from life? And a great conversational topic, Xbox or PlayStation. So let's dive into the toxicity of the Phat Chat with ASMR. So what is ASMR? Well, ASMR is Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. ASMR, exactly.
That's a mouthful.
The acronym there. It is it is a mouthful. That's right, acronym, right? Acronym. Okay. So
yes,
it's a tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia. I looked up on YouTube on how to pronounce that word. It's paresthesia. Okay, ASMR signifies. Oh yeah, no, it's not paresthesia. It's paresthesia. It just rolls off the tongue. ASMR signifies the subjective experience of low-grade euphoria, characterized by a combination of positive feelings and a distinct static-like tingling sensation on the skin. It is most commonly triggered by specific auditory or visual stimuli, and less commonly by intentional attention control. A genre of videos which intend to stimulate ASMR has emerged. So what are ASMR tingles? Because there's a lot of those, right, on those videos and how
you're supposed to
triggers. Yeah, you're supposed to trigger. So paresthesia, huh? Yeah, just get triggered all the time. Just like like something like that's supposed to trigger.
Was that ASMR? Was that ASMR, Josh?
I think that was ASMR.
I had no tingles at all, not yet.
Oh, I'm about to give you tingles. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and continue.
Please continue. Keep going.
Paresthesia is an abnormal sensation of the skin, tingling, prickling, chilling, burning, and numbness, with no apparent physical cause. So paresthesia may be transient or chronic and may have any of dozens of possible underlying causes. Paresthesias are usually painless and can occur anywhere on the body. Let me repeat that. Paresthesias are usually painless and can occur anywhere on the body. But most commonly occur in the arms and legs. That's pretty weird. So what are the triggers? What are the triggers of the paresthesias? Stimuli that can trigger ASMR, as reported by those who experience it, include the following. There's 10 of them. So everybody, listen out for these 10 main things, because we're going to crunch your world. It's listening to a softly spoken or whispering voice, listening to quiet, repetitive sounds resulting from someone engaging in a mundane task, such as turning the pages of a book, watching somebody attentively execute a mundane task, such as preparing food, loudly chewing, crunching, slurping, or biting foods, drinks, or gum. That's how I got my wife. That's exactly how I got my wife. She saw me eating and she was like, "Ooh, yeah, big boy, he eats."
But did she hear you eating, Josh?
Oh, she heard. She definitely heard me eating.
So the tingles got you married.
Yes. Number 5, receiving personal attention. So all you attention grabbers, you give off ASMR 24/7. Initiating the stimulus. What is it? Yeah, initiating the stimulus through conscious manipulation without the need for external video or audio triggers. Listening to tapping, typically nails onto surfaces such as plastic, wood, paper, metal, etc. Hand movements, especially onto one's face. Listening to certain types of music. So like for one, I think dubstep, techno, like the deep bass and the elongated bass, right? Like that type of music.
Like classical.
And like classical too.
I don't know.
Beethoven going boom 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 boom. Which one?
Dubstep. I don't know if that'll like calm you enough to give you tingles.
I don't know. I think it would like engage your mind enough, something like that. I know whenever I listen to dubstep, especially like Mount Eden, be like.
But legend has it.
Something definitely tingles.
There's people out there that they cannot get these tingles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We are gonna make you tingle today, guys. We are gonna try.
You know, I'll tell you, I've listened to a couple ASMR videos, and it's like I don't know, maybe my sensory is just dead. Maybe there's just something wrong with my brain because I don't really get too many tingles with it.
Do you have a screaming baby in the house? That might be the case.
You know what, dude? Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's probably what it is right there. So
maybe because your baby gives you all the tingles and you can't get none from ASMR. So
tingles of love. Tingles of love.
Well, you're supposed to actually have headphones in when you do it, because if you have it on your cell phone or anything like that, it doesn't work right. That's what they say. But
yeah, I've used headphones before, but I don't know why I just never really like. I don't get it the way how other people get it. Now, for example, like the whole muscle car thing, like when you start the car and you're inside, you feel the vibration, all that stuff. You hear the rumble. Like that'll give me some tingles. Like I'm just like, oh dang.
I think that's more of like shivers than ASMR tingles, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because I've actually watched a lot of ASMR videos from like friends showing me or just randomly on YouTube.
Are you sure you
in the morning?
Are you sure you can say all this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just giving you hard. Don't self-incriminate.
Those long nights just on ASMR.
Disclaimer. He's invoking his Fifth Amendment.
I exercise my right to the Fifth Amendment.
Well, we didn't do the last one. Last one here is listening to a person blow or exhale into a microphone. So exactly. Which I wonder if that's why everyone gets like their heart starts pumping whenever they hear Vader's breathing.
Might be because he
like he's
choking them.
An asthmatic warrior.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he's just an asthmatic warrior. That's it.
Yeah.
Just needs his inhaler 24/7. Well, let's do it. We're going to take a second and adjust our mics here because I'm going to adjust mine, and we're going to get this started. So whoever wants to go first, ladies. Whoever wants to go first.
Also adjust your audio devices, because I think when we turn our gain up, it's going to be much louder on your earphones or your car, wherever you're listening to us. So
make sure to wear earphones up.
Yeah. Because we're about to get started. Here we go. So, who's gonna do that? I'll do the first one. Listen to it. Brain boy. This is Phatty. Fatties, thank you for listening to the ASMR. And I have and Josh, I can hear everything.
Like, you can hear everything in my office right now.
Yeah.
It sounds really loud too.
I'm gonna and just put it on mute because
no,
I just want to stop.
Okay, I'm gonna try the book. Just kind of tapping on the book. Can you guys hear that? I can hear it a little bit. A little, maybe. Tingle. What is? I don't think that's ASMR.
That's my soul done. My soul is slowly done.
Okay. Yeah. Who else wants to go? I'm gonna put my so you can do that. ASMR. I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joan with your ASMR. Neff, do you want to go?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh. That sounded so refreshing. That was nice. That was nice. What are you eating? Are you eating the dog? I hear the dog barking back there. What's happening? I want the best. That's it. Okay. I guess I'll go next. Unless one of you guys want to take over. Okay. Okay. So here we go with some brush noises or sounds. Whatever you prefer. How does that sound? Delicious. Thank you. Okay. Now I'll do some light tapping on the mic. Make sure to wear your headphones for the best experience. Am I giving you tingles? How does that sound? Okay. Who wants to go next? It sounds tinglicious. Thank you. I got some chicken nuggets that I'd like to eat for everybody right now. Chicken nugs.
Chicken nugs. Spicy chicken nugs
Oh, spicy.
with sweet. Check it out.
That was really tingling.
Oh yeah.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah. Chicken nugs. Oh, I also need to wash it down with some Coke Zero.
I can't breathe.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna put this delicious drink right down into my cup. Oh my goodness. So refreshing. Anybody else?
I guess I could do a little mouth sounds. Unless anybody else wants to go. Okay. saw.
I can't really hear you chewing, but I'm watching you eat.
Oh, there he goes. Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna try this brush on the
Okay.
nice and slow. This can get your tingles. Not yet, Josh. That's good. You guys, I know you're loving this thing. Turn, put it. There we go. And for all you listeners there, the makeup. And that was the tingle. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm about to give you tingles with your secret Circle K. It's touching my body. Now it's touching my face. It's such an amazing feeling. I have more chicky nuggies.
Paired with the sound of a bite.
This sounds so disgusting.
How about I give you an inanimate object like a spray bottle that you used to spray? Oh, I'm getting really wet here, guys, because I'm spraying.
Should I try to show them my straw?
Yes.
Don't pull out your straw.
Are we gonna be a whole show? I think we should. We should do ASMR the whole show. Because
No, thank you. No, thank you.
We're doing really good right now.
I want to sleep tonight.
What? What did he say?
I want to sleep tonight.
are you saying you can't sleep to my voice? My voice won't sleep.
Okay. Here's some more straw noises.
What are you doing to that straw?
I'm removing the wrapper.
Oh.
Does it sound good or not?
Why do you have to make that face while doing it?
Sorry,
Yeah,
let me
but
try again.
he's making a really awkward face while he's putting the wrapper on. Visual
Better.
and visualize. He's doing it there. So you guys can get the tingles with the Phat Chat and ASMR.
Sound actually like good.
Sting.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Tapping. Ooh, tingle. Muy delicioso.
I think we're okay with ending ASMR.
Let me see. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, listen.
I think the viewers want more.
Wait, can you hear that? Can you hear my hands?
A little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, give us a moment to go back. We are now going to be ending a Phatty done. If you let us know, and we will definitely do something for you. Let us. What were your triggers? Did you tingle? Did you not? Send us the DM.
Make sure to lower your head.
Is over. ASMR is out. Adjust your headphones back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Adjust their headphones back. Do I sound like I'm yelling?
Maybe.
That was kind of picante.
I think that went very well for our first ASMR.
We'll go ahead and put a
Very
timestamp
enjoyable.
as to when it starts and ends, please, on the description.
You guys, we did really good. Like, that was amazing. I mean,
don't
we should be
know.
professional.
I like that answer. I don't know. Do I sound like I'm screaming right now on my when I'm
A little
talking?
bit.
A little
You
bit.
sound like my nightmare.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
That's-
my!
You're supposed to be monitoring your voice.
I can't anymore.
Oh, man. But,
Mm.
okay. So I just have to say, I know you guys can't see us, but we all had to mute ourselves and we were just busting up laughing in the background. It was too good. It was great. And you're still eating your chicken nuggets, Josh?
Chicky nugs.
Dude, I got another 10 piece,
Chicken
bro.
nuggets. Oh, well, come on. Don't be eating. You're not supposed to be eating. ASMR's done, man.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to finish during ASMR.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you guys eat during the podcast?
I do.
I'm eating right now.
I think it was episode 1 or 3. I can't remember. Or 2. One of those 3. I was eating
Yeah.
mochi. No one
Oh,
knew.
dude, I love mochi.
Very good.
No one can
Mochi's
tell
really
that your
good.
audio is so bad.
Dang, you
So
gotta
no
come
one-
after him like that, bro. The evolution of Cisco's technical issues.
Oh, yeah. The good times.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Glad you're here with us, man.
Thank you.
What's it called? That was good. That ASMR was good. I like that. We'll go ahead and put that timestamp in there so that way we can share it with everybody.
For those
It's
that
emotional
want to
for
hear,
everyone.
for those that want to hear, and those that don't want to hear.
Oh, those want to hear some more.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Reset
Hopefully they can hear us. I know I was looking at my meter and I was going all the way red. So hopefully they picked up all the sound. But if not, oh well, we can do it again.
But
We're
I think that's just our recording software because you were dropping in and out when you were whispering, but that's okay. Either way, I mean, I think most of it was captured. So if you guys like that, who knows? We can
Subscribe.
always do a little thing for you guys every now and then.
Yeah, maybe we can
especially
do.
since you guys love our voices so much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, we're going to go on to what do men and women want from life? And we have a special guest with us today. Her name is Yoshi. She is a woman, so she will be representing the female version
Of
portion
America.
not version.
She's representing every woman in America.
She represents every woman in America right now.
No pressure, Yoshi. No pressure at all.
So welcome to the Phat Chat, Yoshi. You'll be going after us because it's us first and then women last. So I'm just kidding.
Oh, she just gave us a huge thumbs down on that one.
So this one usually, just so you guys know, I know we've said it before, the Phat Chat usually isn't scripted. We just go off of our topics. We talk as if it's a conversation, and that's what we do. We like to have it ad-libbed, and that way the conversation is real. For this topic, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that it is a deep deep thought question. It is something that did take a lot of thought to put into here. So for us, we're going to be reading today or tonight what we have put. Obviously, there's going to be input, but I just wanted to let everybody know that is what it is. So we're going to be reading. We'll be reading tonight what we put for this segment. So we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and start. So what do men and women want from life? For me, there's not much that I personally want out of life other than happiness and freedom. A lot of people would ask, what do you mean by that? As happiness is a matter of perspective. I didn't come from money, neither did my family nor any of my friends. So even though money was attractive, it's not what I want, because I've been shown how to make do, and somehow, some way, we've always been provided for. So that wouldn't make me happy. And it's interesting because people look at me and what I have and automatically assume that I'm materialistic and have money. Oh, Josh, you have a fancy car. You own a home. Why not just rent? You make good money, so why are you into Forex and the stock markets? Well, I'll give you one piece of advice. Everything is about mindset. Because what if money was no object? What would you like to do? To quote Alan Watts, because if you continue to do things you don't like doing, in order to go on living, that is to go on doing the things you don't like doing, which is stupid. So let me repeat that because it seems confusing. If you continue to do things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is to go on doing things you don't like doing. So once you realize that money isn't the goal and freedom is, money no longer becomes attractive because that's not your goal to make millions. Money should be attracted to you. If you chase money, it will always run from you. But if you attract money, then it'll come. So now I see it as only, to provide the means to an end, pay your bills and live. So what do I want out of life? What would make me happy? What makes me itch? Well, which if you guys haven't heard that video by Alan Watts, I suggest you do. It's about 3 minutes long, and the advice is priceless. It's called What Makes You Itch, and it's by Alan Watts. So I have to be honest, what I've always wanted in life and what would make me happy, I already have. I have my wife, I have my son, I have my family and close friends. They're not perfect, neither am I. So my life isn't always happy or the greatest, but I have what makes me happy in general. Because again, happiness is a matter of perspective. It is what you make it. So you have to try your best to keep seeing the glass half full, even if most of the time it really is half empty. So for me personally, that's what that's my 2 cents into what I believe, what I want out of life. And I don't know if there's people out there who are on the same page as me, but that's my perspective on it.
I guess to take the reins from here, it's interesting you say that about, what did you say? The goal is not to make millions, but there's this famous quote that says, "Si no hablas de dinero, no quiero hablar."
Yes,
This is a joke, by the way.
no español.
Can you translate that?
If you ain't talking, you're not talking money, I don't want to talk. I'm just kidding. But, to go into my aspect of it, my perspective, as we've discussed, being my age and so young, I'm not really sure what I want out of life and what direction I'm going. I can't really confidently say I feel that directed or that direction. I don't feel as if there's a whole lot of force either which way. I know I personally hate the feeling of not moving or not doing something, either it's productive or if it's of value. I like feeling like I'm doing something productive, even if it's just like 1 or 2 things during the day. I like feeling like I'm accomplishing something, even if it's not a big thing. I just like the feeling of accomplishment. So if that means, doing nothing all day and then doing the dishes at the end of the night, that's fantastic. Like that's a great feeling for me. I'm making sure the house is clean is nice. But like in the long term, I think I want to be a provider for those who I love. And I think that's an aspect of something that we considered in an earlier episode about manliness and manhood, and being a father is being a provider. And while I may not have my own family, I want to still continue to provide for those who I consider to be my family, and not limited to just blood family, but those who I love. And right now in my youth, I definitely want to use my youth to the fullest and travel and to be able to experience all these things, and see and experience as many cultures as possible. And the reason that I jump from each point is because they both have the central consensus in the similar thing that Josh was talking about, and we'll circle back to that. That financial aspect, that financial freedom, and it's unfortunate that it has to be like narrowed down to that, narrowed down to money. Unfortunately, that's how the world runs right now. So I guess like what I want is the opportunity just to be able to provide and to not be chained down by work. Like right now, for example, I'm working like 10, 11-hour days every single day, just so that I can have a few days off a full month in advance. So I have to be able to grind and push myself super hard to the point where I get home and I just pass out. And while 10, 11 hours a day might not be a lot for others, it's personally taxing for myself. And having to feel that, not responsibility, because obviously we'll have responsibilities everywhere, but that feeling of being chained down constantly is really, really taxing. And that's something that I want to avoid. I want the opportunity to have freedom, but as well as to be considered a pillar for those around me, so that anyone who cares about me, or the people who I care for and love, they can consider me to be a hero, and they can come to me for any needs that they may have. So that may be financial, that may be physical, that may be emotional, that may be, in a spiritual sense, anything that they need. I want those around me to feel comfortable and confident in me. And it may be childish to have that grand goal, but it's my dream. So whatever, forget your haters.
No, but I did want to chime in. I wanted to chime in on that also, man, because everything you said, it's not. How old are you again? I forgot your age.
16?
35.
You're 35, right? So you're 35. But anyways,
Yes.
No, I'm just saying, you're younger than I am, right? And when I was your age, I didn't have that kind of mindset. So I mean, you have like a really, just the way you were saying it, I feel like you have a really good head on your shoulders. You have your mind right where it needs to be, and I don't know where I would be if I had that same thought process that you did, but I'm just gonna say kudos, man, because that's definitely a more mature thinking than I was when I was younger.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you wouldn't be sitting right there.
Was that a dad joke? Because it went over my head, Josh.
Yes, it was. It was. You were a victim.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've been
victim.
victimized.
You've been victimized by Papa jokes. Pappy, daddy.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've always just thought that. What do men want? All men want is the trophy wife, the fastest car, like Josh's, right? Because Josh has the fastest car and the most expensive car, and the biggest house like Josh's. The biggest house like Josh, because he does have, quote unquote, the mansion, right? And just want to show off everything they have.
The mansion 2.0.
In essence, there you go, the mansion. But no. Like, okay. On a serious note, I don't know. That's not. I don't know how to say it. I don't think that there's any kind of solid answer for anything like that, because it's all circumstantial on what everybody's kind of going through. Like I said, when I was younger, I would think differently. It's just what everything's wanting or needing at that time. Like I said, when I was younger, I would base everything off of what others wanted, because I wanted to fit in and I wanted to be accepted with everybody. That's just the truth, the reality of it. But actually, once I started getting older, I was able to grow into my confidence. I became more confident with myself and what I wanted to do. And kind of like you mentioned with the Alan Watts, what makes you itch? Just doing what you want, like what makes you happy. And happiness isn't something that can be bought or sold. I feel like you and I, Josh, and even if we're kind of on the same wavelength, basically, you're happy, you're doing something that makes you happy, then your life is enjoyable, right? It's not. People chase the money, and they're always constantly chasing the money. You reach what you wanted to reach, and guess what? You're not happy anymore because you're just chasing money. But for me personally, I just, like I said, I'm a single guy. I do want to be married. It's not something that I'm like pursuing or anything like that. When it happens, it happens.
Calm down,
Again,
bro.
you need to
What?
calm down. This is not a dating
There are
podcast,
children who
bro.
listen
This
to
is the second time you told me
Yes.
this.
This
Hey,
is
man.
because you keep saying I'm single. I'm single. I'm single. You know what? We're just
I'm
gonna.
sorry.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Are you
call
gonna
up
Okay,
India.
just DM him. Just DM him.
Call
Just
up who?
DM him. Just
DM
DM him,
yeah.
ladies.
No, don't.
All right.
Don't DM me. I will reject your DMs.
No, I'm just gonna call up
Still
India. I'm gonna
accepting.
call up the continent of Asia, and I'm just gonna get you somebody already, bro. Like I'm really tired of you announcing you're single.
Just order. Okay, Josh.
Just
Are
order
you
'em.
done? Are you done? Can I finish?
Maybe.
Did I interrupt your segment,
Continue,
Josh?
John.
I did not.
Maybe.
No. I'm making a point here now, Mr. Josh. Is
What
you
it
want?
is, what
Is
it
all you
is
want in life
that
is
you
to interrupt
left us
everything that
last
I do?
episode, and we need to get you back for leaving us last episode. So
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
I forgot
I'm
about
sorry
that.
that you're needy and you have separation anxiety and can't go a podcast without me. I'm sorry,
but
but you know
I
what?
do. I
You have
do.
to deal with your responsibilities like your family. Ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who needs family time, right? It's like Mushu
Not
without
my
Mulan.
son.
It's like Mushu without Mulan. You don't know what to do without me here.
That's why I put my kids in Mexico.
It's like, go, Joe, just keep going.
I don't think I can anymore, you guys. I'm just saying. You guys see, this is the kind of stuff that I have to deal with like all the time. I mean, it's not even on the
Oh
podcast.
my
It's like
goodness.
all day, every day. I just can't with you, Josh. I hate you, but I love you, man. Like
Next.
really. Oh yeah.
I love you too.
Anyways,
I love you too.
yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Anyways, like I'm happy with everything that I've achieved in life so far. But you know, with everything, I feel like there's always room for improvement, and there's always gonna be change. But wrapping it up, a little bit of what everybody's kind of said. You know, spirituality, family, and friends are key, and I'm happy with all of that right now at this time. So, I think I'm good. You know, and as long as you're happy and doing what you want to do, then you'll have a happy life as well.
I like
good.
that.
Thank you.
I like when you said that you'll always have room for improvement, and there's always going to be change. I could agree with that, especially because I'm like super young. I'm not too sure what I want from life yet. Of course, like I want to be happy with a good job, maybe a family, but I'm still young and things can change, or you know, my goals can change in a few years or even next year.
We
So
might
I'm
die.
kind of just going with the flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
And they
do.
will.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. You said they can change. I'm like they will, and they'll change for you,
Yeah.
and just gotta go with the changes and just roll with it.
Yeah. So to be honest, I'm not too sure, but I do know I really want to travel, especially because I am young. Hopefully soon I can. I want to go with friends to maybe a place like Japan. That would be very nice.
Are you
But
single?
yes, I am single, so
Oh my god.
DM's open.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I think honestly,
Yoshi, you're single too, right? Are
You
you?
can unmute yourself.
Hi, sorry, I didn't know if
Oh,
I could talk or not.
Oh no, that's okay. No, I was just saying because Cisco apparently is broadcasting. He's single. Just want
no,
to just ask you, are you single?
sorry.
Right?
You know where the
I
DM
thought I came
inbox
in
is.
to represent the women, not be set up.
Ooh.
Hey, we tricked you.
You've been bamboozled,
You've been bamboozled.
ladies and gentlemen. The Phat Chat has turned into a setup.
I'm sorry, Cisco. Go ahead, continue.
No, I was
Still
just
stayed up the
I was
entire
already
time.
finishing up. I was just saying like of course I want to have like a good job and friends and family and to basically be happy. And yeah.
Would you say you're happy now?
Yeah, I think I'm happy now. I have, family that care about me and really good friends, so it makes me happy.
Must be nice. I'm just kidding.
Stupid. No, I like to kind of chime in on that what you said, like how your interests can change because you are young, how your interests can change in a few years. It's interesting because like for me when I was younger, your path is set for you based on who you have around. Your path is set on the mindsets you have around you. And so for me, like I wish there were a lot of things that I could have been told earlier in life that would have made things a lot easier, especially when it came to like careers and what you want to do and how to make money work for you. But obviously now I'm learning those things now, so that way I can help, like Neff said, right, to help those who we love around us. But yeah, so that I really do like that you said that, and especially when Chon said improvement. There's always room for improvement in life. It doesn't matter what age you're at. There's always gonna be room for improvement.
I agree with that point a lot. Actually, I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but
No, I love you. So go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
When you said that our association kind of influences who we become and our desires, that's a really big point. And a lot of people make the point that our attitude has to do, like if we're in a bad situation, then just change our attitude. I don't think that's entirely the case. I think that our attitude changes the people we're with, which change the context in which we're living in. So I think a result of our attitude adjustment would be, yes, our situation is fixed, but I don't think that we are happier because our attitude changed, rather because our situations have fluctuated due to our attitude adjustments. So I think it's important. I think it's important to constantly be in improvement of ourselves and to constantly be humble, regardless of our age, and be willing to experience new things, because I feel like that's what helps mold someone's attitude, regardless of the, of experience. And I really appreciate that everyone's able to bring these points out, because I feel like it kind of like, I don't know, connects a lot of dots for myself.
Well, it's just like a very old friend. I once asked him, can you give me words of wisdom? It was after I graduated high school, and I asked that of a lot of people, and then what he told me really stuck with me because it has always resounded in my life. What he told me was, your friends are like the buttons on an elevator. They'll either take you up or take you down. And that has always stuck with me because that applies to any age. That applies to any person. The people that you have around you are going to build you up, or they're going to keep you at the same level, or they're going to, take you down. So that's in connection with what you just said.
Yep, very true. I like that. I think you told me that before, but I forgot that you had mentioned that. But no, I like that a lot. What he told you. It's simple.
Thank you.
The illustration. You're welcome. But it really hits home. The simplest illustration just really they hit you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they do.
You have to say, Yosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Yoshi. How are you gonna follow all of that? Because you can't be a disappointment.
You're representing the women
I
of
know.
America.
Actually, the world, sir. All of the world.
Forgive me, you international fatties. I meant she's representing the women of the world.
Yes.
One song by Beyonce.
I actually,
Oh my God.
I actually have asked some girls.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
So I did ask some girls, like, what do they want in their personal lives? And some of them said, well, I asked coworkers, friends, and my sister, and one of my coworkers said, sugar daddy's money and luxury lifestyle.
Nice. I like it. Sean is available.
Hey, Joe, take this. What is it?
But on the real.
309.
Oh,
that's my number. 8675309. Call me.
309.
Sorry, Yosh, go ahead.
No worries. But no, mostly just happiness, good health, wealth, like financial stability. Some want to be like good mothers to their children. Girls encouraging girls, stop all this competition and actually be nice to each other. Not be surrounded by idiots. And
You know what? To go on that. I'm sorry. To go on that, I was just talking to someone recently about that.
you want it.
Oh, sorry. I think you might be lagging. Can you hear me?
Hello? Okay, I can hear you
Can you hear me
sorry.
now?
Someone keeps calling me.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
No, it's actually funny that you say that, how like to stop with this competition thing and being nice to everybody, because I was just talking to somebody about that, and they were talking about not just within women themselves, but men and women doing the same thing, but also towards each other. Like, stop this competition with who can do things better, who's above who. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has their role, and just play it. Like, that's just it was just an interesting conversation. But that's interesting that you say that there are women out there who are saying, let's just stop the competition and just keep going forward.
Yeah, and that's good. I think that's a movement forward. I mean,
Exactly. Yes,
I've
encourage us.
Yeah, I've always heard. I've never really understood it, but I always heard that there's unspoken feud between women, that they're super. I mean, I've known that they're catty with each other, and I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. But I hear about it all the time.
Yeah. No, it's true.
So you
I love.
you gotta stop it, ladies.
I know.
I think you
I just don't have the time to be competitive.
Yeah, Yoshi's just like, I'm above it already. I've risen above it.
I don't have the time. But I love the response. My sister's friend said how she says, hair that does what you want it when you want it. So, she wants to be Becky with that good hair. I was like, yeah.
Does that mean she wants control? Oof.
She just wants her hair to be good every day.
On how they say, on the fleck.
On
fleck?
Fleck? Hair on fleck?
No, it's on le fleck.
Fleek?
It's French.
Like,
On le fleck.
On le fleck.
Hair on le fleck.
Le fleck.
But I think you have to say it with like phlegm, like the French do, right? On le fleck.
on the fleck.
On le fleck.
That was good.
Thank you.
So for all of our French listeners out there, all of you girls from France need to be on the fleck.
And
So.
Chon is single, so
He's on the fleck right now.
Get at me. 8675309.
309.
Is that your real
Yeah.
number?
Yeah, that's his real number.
Yeah,
And the area
call
code that you need is the international code is +1
911.
+1 911 8675309.
Call me.
I'm sorry, Yoshi. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
Did
so
you
we
say
keep
what you-
interrupting Yoshi. I'm sorry, Yoshi. Keep going.
Not cool, not cool.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
So
Go ahead,
Yoshi.
Yosh.
What do you want from life?
I'm pretty simple. It's basically just happiness. If you could go to sleep every night happy, then that's goals. And that's pretty much what I strive for.
I feel like we've all said happiness in a general sense,
Mhm.
but and I guess this question's for everyone. How do you define your own happiness?
Like what Josh said, what makes, everybody has their own thing that makes them happy. Their hobbies, their
Yeah, but I'm asking-
pastimes.
I'm asking
What?
what makes you guys happy?
What do you mean, like what Chon was saying, like hobbies and pastimes, or
What makes you happy?
For me,
'Cause,
it's my family.
Why? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a big question. It is my my family, and they're the ones that I have, because in the end, and family, just to let everybody know, family isn't just blood. A lot of people we are in 2020, and that whole situation of blood is thicker than water.
Snicker.
That is that needs to go away, because unfortunately I have a lot of close friends who have never let me down, who have been there more than my blood family, who have been there through thick and thin, and they are my family, because whoever you have in your corner at the end of the days, that is who your family is, and that's who's going to be sticking by you. So for me, it's my family, blood and non-blood. Those are the ones who make me happy.
Drop the mic.
Mike, it's an expensive mic.
Yeah, please, no, don't break. Please don't break.
I mean, I think it's kind of suspending, so you have to unscrew it and then let it drop. So yeah, it's too much work.
For real. And I think it goes off of what Neff said too, because obviously happiness is circumstantial. It is a matter of perspective, but I think it goes off of what Neff said too. When everybody you love is happy and safe at the end of the day, whether that's your own family, whether that's your friends that you care about mostly, I think that right there is also a really good factor of what makes people happy, because you like to see others. That as well can make you happy too.
That's actually a big part of what makes me happy as a person, because I mean, there's a lot of times where I'm definitely not happy. I'm having like really, really hard times. But people who I consider my brother, are in a good times. So I refrain from even expressing my angst or whatever it may have been, because I know that ultimately in the big picture, what I want to remember is his happiness in the future, not that I was sad or depressed that one day.
Right.
So I think that would even be classifiable as my happiness.
Right, because isn't that funny? Isn't that really funny that even if on our worst day, like we somehow, some way, we want to be able, if we have the opportunity to make somebody happy on our worst day, most people would do it because it makes us feel good. It makes us feel good to do it. Giving is better than receiving, right? So just makes us feel good.
I think I read that somewhere, like on the Quran or something.
Something like that. Something with the big God.
No, that's actually true. They do say the number one thing about like helping depression is actually focusing on helping others, so you're not so focused on your own thoughts and your own problems. So when you are like giving your time, like helping others or giving gifts, it actually brings you happiness because you're not so caught up in your own thoughts.
So that's the reason why everybody's so happy in December, and then it just goes away January 1st. I just don't understand that. I don't understand how it just magically goes away January 1, as if giving just stops.
I mean, it doesn't go away for me because the fireworks make me very happy. Those fireworks just get me going all year.
Oh, so were you the reason? Was it a boy? Was it a boy, Chon?
The fireworks
for California's fires?
No.
Gosh.
I'm not responsible for California fires. I did not do a gender reveal that caused the fire. Oh man.
And I'm sorry, I think you had something else, Yoshi, right? You were saying what makes, or you were continuing to say what makes you happy, or what you want from life.
Well, I just said about the happiness. If you could go to sleep happy every night, that's goals pretty much. Because life is stressful. It's pretty much what I was saying.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I thought that you were continuing, and then we were just taking over again. I'm sorry about that.
Josh is trying to force you to talk more. That's all he's doing.
Basically.
Oh, I see,
basically.
Yeah.
I'm baiting you. Chon, swoop in and save her.
No, no. He does this thing where he tries to guide you into a conversation, but it just doesn't work all the time, obviously.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's the reason why I never lasted on the dating apps.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you explain what you consider to be your happiness?
Yoshi,
You're talking to me now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
you talking to me?
pretty much happiness. But you were saying like about the hobbies and stuff.
Just in general, like, what would you consider to be like? Because you say going to bed happy, right? Like, what does that mean to you?
Yeah.
Like, what is
You
happy
know,
to you?
basically, just positive thoughts. Trying not to be stressed at work. Well, I love collecting shoes, so shoes are like my hobby. I have shelves of shoes, so that's what I do for like a hobby. Besides, I'm taking care of my family. I'm a big caregiver for my mom, so that takes most of my time away. But other than that, like,
You know what? That's funny that you talk about shoe collecting because I just talked to a friend the other day and told him, like, I think I came down to the root cause of why I collect games and why collecting games more than playing them actually makes me happy. And because I'm telling you, I have so many games that I haven't played. Like I have at least 10 to 15 games that I just have sitting there. And like in this last 2 months period, I think I bought like 3 or 4 games that I'm not going to be playing until probably next year. But I think it's because, when I was little, I'd get one game a year, and it was for I had Super Nintendo, I had regular Nintendo, I had N64. I didn't have like the disc stuff until later, but I would only get one a year, and so I'd have to be very selective on what game I was going to get because it had to last me through the year, and so I think the reason why it makes me so happy to collect that stuff is because I now have the freedom to choose whatever game that I want to get. If it looks cool, I'm going to get it. And if I play it, I play it. If I don't, I don't. It's whatever. But I think that's why I like collecting games. So why do you like collecting shoes?
yeah,
Do they smell good?
Actually, I was gonna say, because like even if you gain weight or lose weight, your foot size is gonna be the same, so you're never disappointed.
That's a lie. That is a lie. I did not believe that.
Ask my wife. Ask my wife if she can still wear those cute little heels that I used to buy her when we were dating. Not anymore. She
So why don't
hasn't
you buy them
like this.
anymore?
Why are you
Oh
saying
no! See, it's
Are you saying your wife gained or lost weight? Don't out her like that, man.
no, not weight.
Ooh.
Just foot size. She has gained foot size.
So this is the last time we'll be hearing of Josh.
Exactly. It's just like you're gonna see on
R.I.P.
the newspaper. Man has gone missing. Part of the Phat
Next
Chat.
podcast is gonna be Josh's disappearance. He got fed to the tigers.
There you go.
Well, it's different after you have a baby, I heard. So I don't know yet.
Oh, that's true.
I'm pretty sure that goes with weight gain, something like that. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Chon is also single. So
There you go. Oh, don't forget Cisco. Don't forget Cisco. He broadcasted that too.
this is true.
I did
yeah.
broadcast
Cisco.
that.
He's He's single with several side corns. So
And he's ready to mingle. Ready to mingle with
And ready to mingle.
with the pack of Pringles.
By the end of this podcast.
I do enjoy Pringles.
did I just see that? I think he just clicked on christianmingle.com.
You have a match.
Farmers only.
He's trying to.
VIP members only. Is that what you said?
It says farmers only.
Oh, farmers.
Cisco.
Oh my god.
With a farmer in Louisiana. You are no longer single.
Well, you know, Yoshi, we really enjoyed you being a guest on the Phat Chat. Thank you for your input, and thank you for asking others what they wanted from life. And it's just not just any singular opinion. So thank you very much for being on here, and we appreciate it. And we know this won't be your last time on the Phat Chat. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to all your episodes in the future. Thank you.
Yoshi, I have one last question for you.
Oh, yes.
Do you know karate? And she's gone.
Flip flop,
answer the
karate chop.
Yoshi has been eliminated.
Downed him,
Fatality.
eliminated.
Fatality.
For those who don't know, we just kicked her from the chat. We kicked
Yeah.
her out. And
Yes.
'cause
Thank
it's
you.
a karate kick.
Thank you, Yoshi. When you hear this, we appreciate you being here with us. So thank you very much.
Very nice. Very good.
Well, let's go on to our next segment. We were just talking about games, or at least how I like to collect games. And it's about Xbox or PlayStation. And the homie Cisco, oh my goodness, guys, wait until you hear all these stats that he's got. What do we
I
got?
got so many stats. You're gonna.
Man.
But who do you got, though? Who do you got? You got Xbox or PlayStation? Before
Dude,
we
I
even
got-
discuss this,
Oh.
yeah,
Go ahead.
who is it?
Oh, okay.
PlayStation or
I'm
PlayStation or
not
Xbox?
to be biased, but I do prefer PlayStation by a lot.
Get out of
Okay,
here.
Sean,
Really?
PlayStation or Xbox?
Oh, you already know. PS4. PlayStation.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, Josh.
Neff.
What about you?
Oh, dude, I PlayStation.
hmm
As for me, I've always been a PlayStation person.
Okay, so we're completely biased here.
Okay, yeah.
We're-
So you know what?
Well, you see, we're biased in a way, but
For a
not in
reason.
our research,
We're
right?
biased.
Not in our research.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Phat Chat PS4 over everything. So we have nothing else to say. Just
Oh my god!
That's a wrap.
I guess that was it.
that's a wrap. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go over the facts, guys. Let's do this.
Okay. So there are 2 consoles coming out for both PlayStation and Xbox, but I'm going to be covering the 2 most powerful from each. So that's the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So let's start off with some stats. The PlayStation 5 has 825 gigabytes, but the Series X has 1,000 gigabytes. To be honest, I was kind of disappointed for both, especially for PlayStation, because the newer PS4 Slims and the Pros both had 1,000 gigabytes. So I thought they would kind of step it up a bit. And same with Xbox, especially because it's so later than when the PS4 was being released and the Xbox One. You would think they'd have more space. But I guess if you have like an external hard drive, that would kind of fix it up a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen anyway. Like I was just talking to a friend about the, because he at first wanted Xbox, and I brought him over to the good side. He wanted the Xbox Series X, the one that's going to come out, and I was like, why? Why would you want that? And he was just like, well, like the only reason is because Xbox may get a game, and the online play is just marginally different. And I was like, but aren't you going to spend money on an external hard drive anyway? And he was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to have to get one anyway. So it's not like the space would matter. But, yeah, you're right. It really does suck because you would really expect them to do at least a 2 terabyte, especially for the digital one. That is a bit of a disappointment, but that does not rule out the fact that, I'm not going to change my bias. So.
I think it's definitely
At this point,
disappointing, but it's definitely like a money move.
Yeah,
'Cause
Probably.
they want us to they just want it to milk us as much as they can,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
they will. I mean, let's be completely honest.
yeah. I mean, at this
Dude, games are like crack, bro. Games are crack.
Yes.
Legal crack.
Dude,
They
yeah,
really are.
I've done it.
Both.
What?
But yeah. So
So the next point, what's the resolution, Cisco? Why don't you let us know?
alrighty, so they both support 8K resolution and have up to 120 frames. The PS5 is rumored to have native 4K. Do you guys know what native is?
Heck no.
Are you saying
Native-
negative? Are you saying negative 4K?
No, native, like Native American.
There you go.
Oh,
We're on the same wavelength, Cisco.
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
but
he's single.
I am.
Oh
Or
my
Choni too. Choni. I mean, his
I'm
DMs
not
are
saying-
open.
Hey, I'm not single no more. I just got a text message and said, I want you
Ooh.
to be my man. So nobody texts me anymore at the 305 number.
On the Phat Chat.
Disregard the number.
Oh, the 8675.
8675309. No more. It's no more. Delete it, guys.
But sorry, where was I? Oh yeah.
Native.
So they both native 4K is basically 4K but with more HD and detail. And it's rumored to have it. I'm not too sure about the Xbox, to be honest. But yeah. The PS5 is also going to have basically no loading screens. I'm not too sure about Xbox, but I feel like that would be both nice and not nice because if there's lag or something, there's going to be loading screens either way. I feel like you kind of can't avoid that if your connection's bad, things like that.
And just so everybody knows, it's not that whenever Cisco says he doesn't know about Xbox, it's not that he didn't search. It's that Xbox does not have that information available. Why?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it most likely isn't going to be coming on the Xbox.
I should have said that to
Yeah,
start
so,
with.
yeah, all this
Yeah.
information has been actually very much vetted and researched through. He did the research. I have no idea, but I know he did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
I did the research on Wikipedia. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
we put.
Oh
we
my!
no,
Yeah,
No,
we
I
put
actually
an
got it
immense
from-
amount of pressure on him this time to like do a bunch of research, and you did well.
Had
You
a
did
gun
well.
to his head.
Thank
Yep.
you. No, dude, I actually
5
did
of them?
I actually did do a lot of research, and a lot of the information for Xbox isn't released yet, or like isn't available, I guess. But yeah, so let's go on to the GPU. It is higher on Xbox. It's GPU, for those who don't know, are basically graphics card, like how the PC has graphics card. The GPU is higher on Xbox. The PS5 has 10.3 and the Xbox has 12.0. So
But you know what? When you watch the gameplay and you like all the gameplay previews, there's no difference. Like it's marginally better. Like I think in some movements or whatever, but in Xbox for online play. But when you really watch both pieces of gameplay, you can't even tell. So there's nothing is more like Xbox isn't more powerful in any way.
But I think
Just let me clear something
it's
up.
also
real
going to depend. Hold on. It's also going to depend on what TV you have it connected to, because you
true.
can have these amazing graphics and you put it on like a little Nvidia
Like
or
a
like
something.
24
Microsoft's
inch.
Plasma.
Yeah, like a little Nvidia that you pick up for $100 at Target or Walmart. You're not going to get the quality, that full output, full potential of either system. So I mean,
I feel
you gotta
attacked. That's what I have.
Yeah, like if you are being attacked. But I'm just saying, like, this is, I mean, the numbers, you wouldn't see the difference if you have the exact same screen on. It's very minimal unless you're literally there looking for each little discrepancy.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it was Chone or Josh that said that it's not more powerful. The Xbox Series X is supposed to be the most powerful game console in the world when it comes out. But comparing these stats to the PlayStation 5, it's not going to be too much more powerful.
Yeah, that's a strong statement that they made.
It is.
I don't know. Do you think
It's
it
a lot of
says a lot?
confidence.
Do you think it says a lot that PS5 released all their stats and everything, but Xbox hasn't? You think that they're going to have to?
I think it does.
Want to add some stuff afterwards?
I think so. I think Xbox is going to have to step up their game because PlayStation's doing pretty good right now.
Do you think that
'Cause this is the
Xbox
thing.
is just kind of like a feint right now? Do you think they have something else prepared later?
No, I mean, think about this. Microsoft does not need the money. Microsoft does not need the money. They don't need their gaming system isn't their priority, right? They have so many other businesses that they focus on that they get more revenue with than their Xbox gaming system. But Sony, even though Sony is into film, it's into movies and music and all that good stuff, the PlayStation is one of their prime revenue makers. So they need to have like better stuff. They need to release these stats because they need to let everybody know what they're bringing to the table. And like that's why you see all this like exclusive content. You see all these gameplay trailers and stuff because their PlayStation is letting you know, yeah, Xbox says that they have the most powerful gaming system on in the world, but PlayStation has beat you out every time, and they're going to keep showing you that they're going to beat you out every time. So that's just what I think.
That's
and talking
exactly.
about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's exactly what they told me when I went to GameStop because I was gonna buy an Xbox because I've had an Xbox before, right?
You're disgusting.
Hey, I have converted. All right, don't give me that. I have cleansed myself. I've cleansed myself of all the disgust, and I am now no longer disgusting. Thank you very much.
I accept.
Thank
I
you.
accept.
I
Josh,
accept.
all right, we're moving. Let's keep going. So,
But yeah,
everybody's accepted.
talking about Josh. Oh, sorry.
No, I keep cutting you off. My bad. Go ahead, man.
Okay, my bad. Okay, Josh, like you were saying, talking about like a PlayStation beating them out. let's go on to games. Okay, so for games, before I start, I wanted to point out something I saw on Instagram. Someone commented on a PS5 versus Xbox post, and this isn't like exactly what they said. Well, it's basically what they said, but I took out a sentence at the end because I can't remember to be honest. But this is okay. It says for games, the PS5 wins by a landslide. All the good games that are on Xbox are on PlayStation, and all the good games that are on PlayStation are only on PlayStation. Xbox only has about 3 good exclusives, and those are already old. It's just facts. Do you guys agree?
I agree 100% because that's actually something else that me and a few friends were talking about. When you look at all the exclusives coming out for the PS5, dude, Xbox isn't going to have exclusives for a couple years. So it's like PS5 wins it on like it said, wins it on a landslide. No way can they compete.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we were having that conversation, Josh, because that's what pulled me into the PS4, and PlayStation side. I won't say 4 or 5 because I don't have a 5 yet. But that's what got me is all the exclusives, because what does Xbox have? I mean, they're most known for what, Halo? That's like their big exclusive that everybody likes playing. But I mean,
which everybody's mad at right now at the new Halo that's coming out. They just said that it looks horrible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. That's what pulled me to the PlayStation side is the exclusive games. You know, I mean, it wasn't the sale. It wasn't because one was cheaper than the other. It was honestly, it was the games, because the games they win by a landslide. Like Cisco said. I agree with what that quote said.
Yeah, and going on to exclusives, Microsoft has stated that there will be no exclusive games at launch, although you can play Halo Infinite, its second campaign, but it's also being released on Xbox One and PC. So there won't be any exclusive games from Microsoft for a while.
So there's essentially no motive to purchase a new one.
I guess not. But on the other hand, we have PlayStation 5 exclusives, which include Gran Turismo 7, Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon Forbidden West, New God of War, Sackboy, Returnal, Astro's Playroom, and Destruction All-Stars. And there will be more for both, but I mean, just hearing what PlayStation has from launch is pretty good.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited for Horizon.
PlayStation is coming out with Mario Kart, bro.
Oh, really?
Are they?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I did not see that anywhere.
I said that sounds outlandish, but
yeah.
When can I get them? Actually, because I mean, I do want to get one. Nobody has donated to my PS5 fund, guys, so I can get the gold one. So please donate to my fund. I mentioned it our pilot podcast. I still need that gold one, you know. So
we still need you to cash out Sean, and not for a date.
Yeah, no, I prefer the cash app than a date.
Go ahead.
after I get the gold PS5, I could take you on a date to play the PS5.
Sean needs a baby or what?
Sugar mama? He needs a sugar mama.
There you go. Splenda
he
mama,
needs a sugar bear.
But no, when can I get one though? Actually,
for the release date of the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is being released November 12th. That's not too long from now. The Xbox
that's actually before Black Friday, so that's pretty good.
The Xbox is being released 2 days before on November 10th. Both are $4.99. The digital is $3.99 though, the one where it doesn't have discs, and the Xbox S is only $2.99.
What a flop!
Yeah, it is.
So it is a really good price for like its specs and stuff, but its storage that it has, its gigabytes, has the same amount as from when the first PS4 launched, which is 500. So I don't think that still go for the X.
Do you think that $299 price tag for the Xbox S is gonna like pull some buyers from PlayStation?
Probably, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty good price for a console. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a console that price and at launch that cheap in a long time.
Yeah,
because you got to remember, like the PS5 digital version is coming out. It's basically you're buying a PS4 Pro in a way, but just upgraded. You know, so you're already going to have all that stuff, and you are going to have to invest in an external hard drive. If you're a gamer, you already know about external hard drives. You already know that you need to have them. So that's no surprise. But yeah, I think for those like kids, like especially kids who are just getting into gaming, and like for parents who at this time can't really afford too much, they probably will go with the Xbox. To be honest, they'll probably just be like, here's some games, go ahead and play.
Mm-hmm.
And for its purpose, I mean, it'll do its purpose,
Yeah, I will.
So,
but yeah, so that was the PlayStation versus Xbox topic.
So who won?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
mean,
know.
obviously,
I think it was really close, especially with the game.
Xbox won. It was Xbox all the way.
Oh, I hate you so much.
No. So I feel like obviously we're all kind of we all gonna go for PlayStation, but I don't know. There might be some
because
of our fatties out there.
Because the facts that are there.
Yeah,
because,
I guess the facts.
Yeah, because of the facts.
But
there might be people.
I do have friends who have both consoles or who grew up with Xbox, so they are of course biased to the PS4 or to the Xbox. I mean, so it's kind of just like what you prefer.
That's a good point, especially because if you like, the reason I'm big on PS5 is just because that's what I grew up with, or PlayStation rather. That's kind of what I'm used to, like controller wise and things like that. However, I feel like for people who are struggling with money, that price, that price for the Xbox X, it's pretty tempting, honestly. That's something that would really attract a lot of people, especially if they want to try. I don't know why they would want
gaming.
to, but they would want to try gaming or even getting into like Xbox. Like even if you're PlayStation and you want to try both consoles, that would be a good place to jump in.
I don't know, because kind of going off of what Cisco said, and what both of you guys said, I was raised with a PlayStation, right? And I did want to try the Xbox, and I did, and I had the Xbox for a while. I didn't play it as much, and then I ended up getting a new console, and I got the PlayStation, right? And I had both for a while, but I found myself playing the PlayStation more, and I just ended up giving my Xbox to my nieces because they got like some SpongeBob games and stuff like that they can play. So I don't know. I still feel I've had both, and I still feel that PlayStation takes the cake on this one, guys.
Yeah,
I've had both too. I grew up with both too. Like when I had my PS2, I had the Xbox, the big one, the original one. I had the PS2 and I had the Xbox, and I would only play Xbox for one game. I'm not gonna say what that game is because everyone's gonna judge me. But that I only played it for one game, and everything else was PS2. Everything else was all PlayStation. And even when I got my PS3, a friend of mine let me borrow his Xbox One. I think it was Xbox One, the white one. He let me borrow that, and I still didn't like it. Like just the gameplay, the controls, and I just didn't like it. So I mean, I've played both. I've owned both, and I'm still a PS fan. So
yeah. I grew up with PlayStation too, but growing up, all of my friends had Xbox. So when I would go to their house, I would use their controller in their game. And honestly, the Xbox controller, it does fit comfortably in my hands, but I don't like the button formation. It's a little weird.
Yeah. Well, PlayStation 1, guys. Fatties, it's up to you to decide in your home who won on this one, but I'm telling you, PlayStation 1. Okay? That's it. Final word.
Let them make their own decision.
Well, we just want to thank you to all of our listeners for tuning into the toxicity of the Phat Chat. We hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you again to Big Fish for those dope logos, and big thank you to everyone around the world who's tuning in, as the Phat Chat is international. Tune in next episode for these topics. We'll have our raffle winner topic, old shows that wouldn't make it in today's society, like the Bernie Mac show or The Office. Food. Do you prefer off-brands or name brands? Which is better? And our special topic, coping with quarantine. We'll have a special guest with us from the UK. So if you guys want to hear a nice London accent, go ahead and join on next episode, because we are going to have that special guest, and we're going to see what the differences are between the US and UK quarantine regulations. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on any platform you're listening on. And if you like us, give us a 5-star rating. Don't forget, we need your help to get to 1,500 followers on Instagram and 1,000 plays on any platform. So again, how can you help? Post us on your stories and your feed, shout us out, and we'll do the same. So help us get to our goal, and we'll host another raffle with the PS4 as our grand prize. Again, thanks, Fatties, for tuning in. This is the Phat Chat. signing off.